that was our Kinder.
Okay, maybe I've read it at Kinder. Anyway, it's one of my favourite books. It's written by Lisa Shanahan and illustrated by Emma Quay. But today I'm going to tell it a little bit differently. I'm not going to read from the book, I'm just going to tell the story. So, to start off with, these are our two characters in this story. This is Bear. Bear is adventurous. Bear loves to do lots of different things, and sometimes the things that he does gets him into trouble. And this is Chook. Chook and Bear are very, very good friends, very close friends, and they do a lot of things together. But you can probably see from Chook's expression there, sometimes she gets very worried and upset by the things that Bear does. And Chook tries to look after Bear. So we're going to put them there, and from time to time we'll use them for our story. And the other thing I want to do today when I tell the story is that I would like you guys to help me to join in, all right? So when Bear walks along, because he's got big feet, he makes a flomp, flomp sound. He goes flomp, flomp. Can you do that with me? Flomp, flomp. All right, flomp, flomp. That's the sound that Bear makes when he walks.
He makes footprints.
He does, particularly.
What Chook scares away.
Oh, do you think so? Maybe. And Chook, because Chook has claws, she makes a scratch, scratch sound. Can you do a scratch, scratch in the carpet? Scratch, 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 scratch. That's right. And when they're walking along together, they go like this, if you can do it with me. Flomp, flomp, scratch, scratch, flomp, flomp, scratch. Can you do that with me? We'll have one more go. Flomp, flomp, scratch, scratch, flomp, flomp, scratch. Good. So from time to time when they're walking in the story, we'll do that and you can join in with me. So the story starts one morning very, very early, and Bear woke up very early. Chook was still asleep, and Bear woke up and he sniffed the air and he said, oh, that's a beautiful breeze. That's a holiday breeze. Come on, Chook. Wake up, Chook. We're going to go to the sea. Come around and join us. And Chook said, oh no, Bear. I'm still asleep. I don't want to go to the sea. And Bear said, oh, but it will be lots and lots and lots of fun. And Chook said, but isn't it a long, long way to the beach? And Bear said, no, it's only around the pond, under the bridge, through the forest, and over the mountain. So they packed up their picnic and they packed up Bear's blow-up boogie board and off they went. First of all, they went flomp, flomp, scratch, scratch, flomp, flomp, scratch, around the pond. Suddenly there was a noise. Home, he, tom, tom, tom. What's that? Said Bear. Said Chook. Bear said, that's just a frog. I want to go home, said Chook. Bear said, look, there's the bridge. So, flomp, flomp, scratch, scratch, flomp, flomp, scratch. Under the bridge they went. Rickety, clickety, rickety, clickety, choo! What's that? Said Chook. And Bear said, that's just a train. Chook said, I want to go home. And Bear said, look, there's the forest. So, flomp, flomp, scratch, scratch, flomp, flomp, scratch. Through the forest they went. Ooh, ooh, ooh. What's that? Said Chook. You're right, it was an owl. Bear said, it's just an owl, Chook, don't worry. I want to go home, said Chook. And Bear said, look, there's the mountain. So, all together, flomp, flomp, scratch, scratch, flomp, flomp, scratch. Over the mountain they went. Then there was a sound, ting, ting, ting. Oh, what's that? Said Chook, Chook. Bear said, it's okay, it's just a stone falling down off the mountain. Look, he said to Chook, look, there's the sea. And it was. The sea was beautiful. They ran down to the beach and they played in the sand and they dug holes in the sand and they made a sand castle. And then they had a picnic, a beautiful picnic that they packed, and they paddled in the water and they spent a long time looking in the rock pools and they found crabs and starfish and all sorts of amazing things in the rock pool. And it started to get dark. And Chook said, we need to go home now. And Bear said, no, we can't go home yet. I haven't been in. And Chook said, in where? And Bear said, in there, in the sea. And he ran with his blow-up boogie board and ran into the sea and played in the waves. And he called out to Chook, whoa, Chook, look at me. I'm as light as you. Yee-haw! And he rode on the waves and had the best time. But suddenly, out of the waves came a huge, enormous wave. Watch out, said Chook. But it was too late. The wave caught Bear and Bear went rumbly, tumbly, jumbly over the water, around the water, under the water, and he landed on the beach. And he lay there still. And Chook ran over and said, oh, Bear, are you all right? And Bear said, I want to go home. So Chook said, oh, come on then. Look, there's the mountain. So, flomp, flomp, screech, screech, flomp, flomp, screech. Over the mountain they went. Ting, ting, ting. I want to go home, said Bear. Chook said, look, there's the forest. And flomp, flomp, screech, screech, flomp, flomp, screech. Through the forest they went. Ooh, ooh. I want to go home, said Bear. And Chook said, it's all right, look, there's the bridge. So, flomp, flomp, screech, screech, flomp, flomp, screech. Under the bridge they went, rickety, clickety, rickety, clickety, woo! Oh, said Bear, I want to go home. And Chook said, it's all right, there's the pond. So, flomp, flomp, screech, screech, flomp, flomp, screech. Around the pond they went. Tonky, tonk, tonk, tonk. Oh, said Bear, I want to go home. And Chook said, look, there's home. And so it was. And Bear went home, and Chook went home, and Chook made Bear warm honey toast for tea. Okay, so there you go, there's our story about Bear and Chook. Did you like that one?
Make that.